today we are in the rainy Turin in Italy, and we are going to the co-working space named Toolbox, where we will spend the day to make some workshops. So this mural board is where the whole team put their idea for workshops. The goal is to basically vote for the most famous topics and decide what will be the next workshop. To make this retreat successful, we need to focus on clarifying how we plan to launch, who need to do what is the definition of done of all the components and features. If we can do more, that's nice, but if we can just align and have a unique voice of what is the launch and when will be the launch, it's a huge success.
We are essentially having a lot of important discussions about how we launch, how we version the things that we're building, how object ownership should work, or all these various details that need to be figured out before that happens. So it's a way to just meet up in person and be able to discuss essentially.
So for the launch, once again a reminder, I think it's more clear over time, but basically we will have launch, but we'll continue to have post-launch improvement.
I have 3 questions. Your first question is, if in the range of 20 top active members is somebody who's from an organization, is the organization going to be the validator, or is it going to be just individual?
Just individuals.
Just individual, okay.
We don't actually care if people run validators on Gnoland. So we're not looking for validators. We're looking for validators that may want to run, but they would be part of GovDAO because they know the NodeVM, they know all of this stuff, right?
We're not looking for validators, we're looking for GovDAO members. And then do we ship unfinished, remove critical items from the scope? Yeah, we need to consider removing things. We need to consider changing the definition of done for some of them. And once again, if you look at my graph here, there will be several things happening after the launch. Maybe those things will happen before the launch, to be honest, but the thing is another example is here. For the launch, we need AirGov, but in practice, we'll work on AirGov v2. The same for every feature here. If locked token is harder to develop as expected, we can make locked token MVP and expect locked token v2.
Doesn't need anything more complex than that.
Yeah, but for example, I have a contract that's called gno.land/r/Morgan that has a function that's called hello, right?
Yeah.
And this function takes in a struct.
You cannot take in a struct. If it takes in a struct, it will always fail.
Okay, yeah. So we're limiting okay. It's just
it's as it is right now, right?
Yeah.
And it's by design actually.
Good question.
Because right now, I personally don't care so much what NoWeb version is. Question, are you going to deprecate NoWeb version 1 in favor of NoWeb version 2, or will you leave that?
No, we want to maintain a single web.
Yeah.
So it's not like,
The main challenges are, we're basically upping the game. So test 4 so far has been more like a proof of concept. So we proved that we can build a multi-node network. But now we got to figure out how to build a network that's both performant, resilient, and has all the key features that we envision for Gnoland.
People are collectively agreeing that the most unclear parts are about the GovDAO, so a feature which is actually not yet fully defined and it's actually not so open to the collaboration. Second most unclear part is actually more, it's not technical, it's more what is the limit of the level of service we want to provide to the developers? Do we want to make it awesome, so when you discover GNO, you want to stay? Or do we want to launch maybe earlier with not all the tools? So actually you will need to have more courage as a developer to stay here as an early adopter. So I would say GovDAO is unclear and definition of the level of service for developers.
In 1 year, I expect Gnoland to have an active contributor base, to be relatively decentralized. The core team will probably be very involved, but at that point, we will mostly serve as contributors ourselves, as opposed to leading the project. In 5 years, I don't know. It's a very exciting prospect. We have so many ideas. I literally can't tell you in which direction the project will grow.
I can't imagine people that spend their days in company organizing events. Oof, very stressful. I prefer being a dev.
All of my teammates are really cool, people that are really competent and passionate about the project. Yeah, really cool to be part of this team, actually.
Then we made a meetup with the local Go community, and today, tomorrow and the rest of the day we should mix between workshops and just coding together.
If you ever been on like on a circus roller coaster, you get to the top and then you think like, okay, it's finally over, and then you go down. This is gonna be us launching minutes. The ride's just gonna start. Yeah.
I have to heckle them a bit, just so they don't get too complacent and just do their job. This way I can get them distracted all day. Keep watch where I am.
With our current approach to launching, we can reasonably expect to get there in the next few months. We can make a first product which will have to consistently iterate over the course of many months after the initial release. But that can be a blockchain product that truly changes and revolutionizes the current state of blockchain spaces and online spaces.